Yes, then welcome to episode number 3. Episode 3. So, this week, it's been a roller coaster. I've really experienced the ups, really experienced the downs. So now we're just staying neutral. I've learned a lot of lessons this week. Fucking loads. Loads and loads and loads. Nah, but what I'm really saying is, well, at the start of the week, I'll show you in a sec, we'll run through it. But at the start of the week, basically closed over 30k this week in revenue. So almost up to a PB. I think my PB is like 45. And we've got 2 more days left, currently Friday right now. So we could easily crush that. But I think I'm going to have to take a bit of time off soon for 1 or 2 days. So who knows? Who knows what happened with that? I mean, in terms of the PB, we're fucking close. I've unlocked a few little gems in my mind right now that I'll run over with you. The first one is how easy it is to become complacent, because I had like a 10k day, 7k day, a 9k day, and a 3k day today. So like today was pretty shit. Yesterday did nothing. But what I'm saying is, like, at the start of the week, it all went so well that I became complacent with the training, right? With the role playing, with the training, with the watching the videos, with the attending the live like coaching sessions. I just became complacent. Started to prioritize other things that didn't need to be prioritized, you know. So what I realize now is that when you have, I also realized this before, but now what I've realized and seen how drastically it can affect you in terms of your mind. When you have a shit day, if you haven't been consistent in your training and your reviewing and your fucking role playing when you're doing good, when that shit day rolls around the corner, you best fucking believe your mind is going to be all over the place, G, because you don't know what's going wrong. You haven't been there in the good times. You're only coming there in the bad times. Look at that, by the way. What a bicep. Anyway, so what I'm saying, little tip for anybody who's watching this, who's lucky enough to see this video, that when things are going right, do not become complacent with the foundations, with the training, the reviewing. Keep at it, because it's going to build you even more momentum. So that's one thing that I've learned this week and actually seen, that I'll show you in just a sec. The other is starting to pitch high price packages, realizing how much my time is worth. I'm not going to spend an hour on a call with someone for $200 anymore. You know, if they're not gonna pay me $3,000, I don't want to hear it. Obviously, I don't get the full 3,000 just yet. Soon though, I'm getting like 10, 12, 14% of the commission. So if I look back over the month and, like, you know, I want to say that per hour, or at least per day, making 3, 4, 5, all the way up to, I would say, $1,000 a day. That's the average that I want to be hitting, because if I'm not hitting that, then I'm not on track for the targets, and I'm not on track to what I want to fucking hit. So, realize how much you value your time at. Then, reverse engineer what you value your time at into your goals. How many sales calls would you need to take? How many closes would you need to make? Yeah. And you keep thinking in this framework. And so, all of this week, I don't think I've even sold one package under 3k, sorry. Every package has been above. It's been fucking mad. And it's just that confidence, that conviction. But then when you have that shit day, boom, then you don't even have the confidence to pitch a 2k package. You're like, bruh, what's going on? And that's why it's important to remain consistent. I would say they're mainly the lessons that I've learned. And today I really just got back on the horse and just fucking tied it all in. And just put my mind back. I made the choice to put my mind in the right place again. And that's what helped me just change. Yeah, tidied up my desk a little bit. Not that you can see right now, but tidied up my desk a little bit. Wrote some stuff down on the whiteboard up there. Just thought about things for a bit, you know. And just really got to grips with it all. Started reviewing some of my old wins. What was I doing on the wins that I'm not doing now? I really got in my own head for like 24 hours, man. It was pretty fucked up. So, yeah. hopefully you get some good value out of this. I'm going to run through the weekly tracker with you. I was slacking on it a little bit, and I know I haven't uploaded on here in a while. It's because one whole week I literally had about 6 calls in 1 week, so I was like, it's not even really worth updating. But now I'm going to do it anyway, even if it is a slow week, because it's about consistency, isn't it? In all areas of life. So yeah, it's a quick 5-minute update. Now what I will do is I'll switch over to that fucking Loom and I'll show you the absolute madness that was this week. Yo homies, what you saying? Okay, so this is the week. Yeah, we're starting here. I put the blue line so it's a little bit easier to digest, because if you don't, then it's just fucking mad. So here you can see, I can hear fucking Alexa going off in the other room. Here you can see, right, there's 2 1k days back to back. As long as I hit the 100k revenue this month, which I'm actually on track to do, then it will be bliss. So as you can see, I had a 1k day here, 1k day here. It was 12% commission. For this one was 1k. This one would be 1k when I hit the 14%. So yesterday, $0, which was a fucking nightmare. Yesterday, look at this. I took 7 calls, closed 0, and I literally got battered about, literally, boom, 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 from pillar to post, taking fucking elbows, knees. I was taking right pans to the face, and it was really fucking me up, man. So I realised that I cannot continue in that same way. So I've been getting a lot of DIYs because I haven't been stretching the gap. Yeah, so my close rate went from 50% to now 30%. However, I'm still on track. I went from being 33rd in the leaderboard to now being 4th. Last time that I checked, I'm not sure where I'm at now. But that was earlier this morning that I was 4th. So yeah. I plan to be in the fucking top 4, mate. That's where I want to be, you know. And I'm staying consistent with my sales now, staying consistent in the training. I've set minimum expectations of, we're going to do like 1 hour of training per day, right? We're also going to be doing 1 role play every single day, minimum. And we're also going to be taking as many fucking closing calls as we can. So we're still on the search for the new offer. Got a few things in the pipeline, yeah. A few things are building up, and it's starting to go pretty well in terms of the search, in terms of what we're doing. So I'm excited to see where that goes. I've got a bit of work to do tomorrow about getting the new offers, because I've been introduced to a few people. So it'll be fucking exciting, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's how this week has gone. It's definitely had like fucking loads of ups, had a big down, and now we're back on the climb. We're back going again. So here we go, baby. Yeah, it's going to be fucking interesting. And I think if you want to watch this journey, you're about to watch something fucking beautiful unravel. And what I would do actually is I'll put a link in the description of a Google Drive folder where you can watch some objections of mine that I've been handling, and you can kind of see how it goes. I might even just upload them on the YouTube, to be fair, just to give you a little bit of free sauce, you know. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I believe that's pretty much everything. What I'm going to start doing for these rebuilds, and I was going to do it today, but it's my little brother's birthday, so I mean, I could have even done it for his birthday. I just decided not to. So what I'm going to do for these rebuilds now is I'm going to film the whole day, front to back. I'm going to talk you through my day as I'm doing it, so that you can see the day in the life of the absolute pinnacle of closer. Yeah. Not gonna lie, boys, I actually forgot to put the questions within this video, so I'm gonna chop them right to the start, give you all the sauce, and then we're gonna get into the video. So I put a story up on my Instagram about what questions do you want answered in this episode, and I got 3 questions back from the guys here. So the first one is a work-life balance. Like, how do you create your work-life balance? And the truth is that I don't have a work-life balance, because I don't really believe in it that much. You know, if you want to reach the heights of success that I have in my mind, then there is no balance. You have seasons of grind, you have seasons of play. You can't combine the two, because it just gets cloudy You're not sure whether you're doing enough work. You're always in a mindset of like, well, am I doing enough? Am I not doing enough? And when you think like that, the likelihood of you actually doing enough and being enough at that point is pretty slim. So I always like to separate the two. I work 7 days a week anyway, and I just go to the gym. I go to the gym, I work, I make time to speak to my girl. That's literally it. They're the three things that I have to balance in my life. Because if you try to balance too much, you see, then it actually becomes just a huge fucking problem. And you just fucking don't want to work because work's getting in the way of everything else, right? So that's what I would say for the balance side of things. Have your opinion however you want. Like for me, I don't really believe in the balance, because if you want to get to the next height, then you know you're gonna have to unbalance it, basically. Do you know what I mean? So the second one is let me save the second one. Actually, we'll swap 3 and 2 together. So the second question was, where's the best place to grind sales? Now it depends what offer you're working on, obviously, right? Like, depends what time zone your offer's on. Like, my offer at the moment is in the US, right? Whereas, if I were in Thailand, like, working a US offer was fucking long. Because I was working 7 p.m. to, like, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Sometimes I'd work full on, like, 12-hour stints. I'd go to sleep as the sun's coming up, G. So it's, like, it's tricky to work it. I think that the best place to grind sales is a place that somewhat matches up with your time zone. But I also really enjoyed the sales in Thailand. I think that was really good crack in Koh Samui. For me, yeah, it all just depends who you have access to. You know, if you have access to a strong group of boys who are all like-minded, making good decisions, ones that you can relate to, ones that will drive you forward, then you should be in that place, because it's going to make you want to do more work. It's going to make you want to succeed more, because people will start to do better than you, you know. And I saw it around me. People will start to do better than me, and that drove me mad. It drove me absolutely through the wall, through the roof, even up the wall. And so it's very important to surround yourself. I don't necessarily think the location is hugely important, as long as it's somewhat out of the Western world. What I would say is that you need to get out of the country, find a country where there's other digital nomads, entrepreneurs who are doing the same thing, and continue to network with them in order to build yourself up. That's what I would say is the absolute key to a location. So if we narrow it down to 3 points, you got ideally a sunny place to get your vitamin D in, strong group of boys, good gyms, and fucking sexy bitches on the beach. Yeah, they're the 4 main components of a good location. Obviously, if you're a married man, then you're not going to be looking for sexy bitches on the beach. You're going to be looking for just nice beaches. Yeah, and that's totally fine. Now, the third question is long-term plans. I've never really done well with long-term plans because my life is just so crazy. Like, a lot of shit changes so often. So my longest term plan, I would say, is to actually live in like a penthouse in the city somewhere. I don't want to live in the UK. So maybe like Australia, potentially, or I don't know, but like the long-term plans is we're pulling in like minimum 500k a month. Finances, you know, and I've got it all wrote out, but in terms of like, to give you an idea, you've got 500k a month coming into the bank, along with a couple of cars, all of the materialistic shit that you can imagine. But realistically, I want to be able to retire my family, you know, and pay off every single debt that my family has, and put myself in the position of the provider, create generational wealth. So for me, it's not just about me, it's about the generations beneath me, you know, because I don't come from money. I come from very humble beginnings. So for me, I want to create a life for everyone. That's my long-term plan. In terms of specifics, I don't really like to get too specific about things in terms of plans, because shit changes all the time. So what I want to do, start my own offer, create my own coaching, generate that to a certain degree, whether that's going and speaking at events, teaching conferences, teaching businesses, the art of sales, the art of objections, the art of discovery, everything at once. And then by that point, that's when we'll be able to bring it in, start my own charity. And there's a lot of stuff that I really want to do that I have in my mind, yeah. If it comes in stages, it needs to be systematically at the right place. So what I'm planning to do is exactly that. I think I'll keep some of it on a down low actually for now, but they're really like the long-term plans, is to get up in the next couple of years 500k a month, start my own charity, have my own business operating all over the planet, and yeah, just basically be fucking balling, pay everything for my family, and have 25 kids. So that's what I want to do. Thinking about it now, I feel like I'm actually going to put this at the end of the video because I feel like it will roll better. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, shoot me over a DM on Instagram. I'll plug it in the description. It was a subtle plug, and you can drop me a follow, drop me a DM. If you want to connect, we can jump on a call. If you want me to just fucking violate you, then we can be friends. And yeah, thanks for watching, mate.